Hi, Patricia McPherson, Grassroots Coalition. Thank you for having me. I have a request based upon the helpfulness of Santa Monica Bay Restoration Commission to bring in CDFW into dialogue with the public regarding access. So I appreciate that, and I would appreciate that continue. But since 2012, all of the work of the environmental review regarding restoration purposes on BALLONA was handed over from the Bay Foundation, the leadership, to this body, and creating the WRDA process, which is the Water Resource Development Act process, and with CDFW, California Department of Fish and Wildlife, as lead. So it would be helpful, as I just said, to continue with this process of continuing dialogue. And we would like to have addressed issues that haven't been addressed in the final environmental impact report or the draft environmental impact report, namely the watershed issues of contamination to the underlying freshwater aquifers of BALLONA, and the saltwater interface that is recommended in alternatives 1 through 3, which would contaminate these freshwater aquifers that are classified currently as potential drinking water by the Water Board, but they are also, in a recent Prop 65 suit, SoCalGas has had to remediate portions of the aquifer to a drinking water standard. And should that characterization of the water change according to their settlement agreement, SoCalGas would no longer have to remediate to a drinking water standard. So that is of great concern, especially considering a lot of the work that is ongoing now, and especially considering their own abandonment reports that have been written up that cite the fact that they have other areas of contamination of concern. So if this body could help bring Fish and Wildlife into dialogue regarding these matters, it would be very helpful. So far, Fish and Wildlife has responded that there are no freshwater issues regarding the restoration, which that's a general statement that I've just made regarding their response so far. But it is an inaccurate statement. We know from the Poland report that was written in the 50s that these are all freshwater bodies that we even used to have drinking water in Playa del Rey. But also the Playa Vista EIR cites that the groundwaters, the freshwaters, are at or near the surface. So did I just go over my time, or am I okay here still? 57?
You're fine.
Good.
Got 55 seconds.
I'm listening to beeps go off. So we do know that the area has a great deal of freshwater resource, and we want those resources restored to BALLONA, especially the ones that have been being diverted through the illegal drains as cited by the Coastal Commission and acknowledged by the Regional Water Quality Control Board, and various other contaminations that are ongoing through oil wells within the area. And with that, I'll end it, and thank you very much.